So I have this mold avoidance podcast, but the truth is that almost everything I talk about was actually discovered by Erik Johnson decades ago. So any chance I get, I like to point the arrow back to Erik, give him credit, and even try to further explain and help people understand what he accomplished. Tonight, I even made this podcast episode called Bird's Eye Comparison Mold Doctor Treatment versus Extreme Mold Avoidance, which Erik pioneered. So obviously, I'm not going to be able to tell you all about Erik's work in a short video. I am just going to focus tonight on some comments he made about this photo. You can see here that this is Erik's garage back in 2004. You can see his experimental aircraft and a conventional RV that he was taking apart. So I am going to read the quote by Erik now. "This is what I was doing in 2004. My camper had gone bad. It was useless to me. I decided to deconstruct it to see if I could use the parts and turned it into an experiment at the same time. I took it apart piece by piece, took each piece outside and checked to see if I reacted to it. The front part, the camper overhead, is already gone. It was so full of black mold and I was reacting to every piece I pulled off. You can see a bit of black mold on the frame. I was reacting to that too. I threw all the moldy pieces in a dumpster and then reacted to the dumpster. The metal parts I put out in the sun and washed. I was able to save those. The plastic shower enclosure still affected me, but I kept it, hoping it would die down. Still, there was no doubt about what it was. Definitely the mold, even when it was perfectly dry. After removing every single piece, then taking away the pallets the camper was on, sweeping and hosing off the concrete, I even reacted to the bare patch of concrete where the camper had been." So that is the end of the quotation by Erik. And here you can see he took what he learned to go on and build a custom wood-free camper that he built from scratch using raw materials. And after that, he went on to make a recovery from chronic fatigue syndrome and mold poisoning. Here is a picture of his completed home-built camper. Now, since then, thousands of people have benefited from his work and followed in his footsteps.